السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم الأستاذة رشا بيرم، معلمة اللغة الإنجليزية في مدرسة المستقبل الثانوية البنات، مادة اللغة الإنجليزية للصف الثالث علمي. هنبدأ اليوم إن شاء الله لتكملة بقية دروسنا عبر البرنامج اللي المدرسة اقترحاته عشان الطالبات ما يكونوش في العطلة ويضيع عليهم الدروس. هذه أول حاجة لطالباتي. Then, hello everyone. How are you? I miss you so much. School without you, nothing. Everyone knows what is happening these days, so I'm here to help you and overcome difficulties together and reach success and achieve wishes. So, don't worry, you can reach, you are always at the top. You know that the stars shine in the dark. So, don't worry. Okay? Yes. نبدأ إن شاء الله اليوم مراجعة لليونت 4 اللي هن نحن أصلا درسناها بعض الدروس، ولكن حبيت إننا نعطي بعض المعلومات أو زي المراجعة على الدروس اللي نحن بديناهن، اللي هن أول درس اللي هو في اليونت 4 اللي هو في في الكورس page 24. Already we have learned, okay, together, and it's done. So just here in the first page, it's important point. As you see, number 1, positive words. Number 2, negative words. Number 3, about the story 1 or the first story about rich women. And number 4, again, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. Okay, so these are important points in the lesson 1 and 2 in course book page 42 and 43. Then the next page in unit 4, page 44, you have lesson 3, vocabulary, verb collocations, make, do, and have. As you know, you have some words in the box and you have a table. You should know every word, okay? There is a verb with this word. For example, make, you can say make a phone call, but you can't say make a homework. You can say do a homework. Then, as you see in this page, you have infinitive for 3 verbs: to make, to do, to have, and past simple and past participle. Okay? And you have exercise C in your book, okay? Already we have done together. So these are important points in this page. Okay? And you have this exercise, very important, in page 44. Okay? So be careful with this page. Okay? Then we have unit 4, lesson 4, conditional sentence type 3. In this page, okay, I write some explanation to be easy for you, okay? This explanation just for, okay, to know عشان الفهم بس. في هذا النوع نحن لا نستطيع تغيير ما حدث في الماضي، ولكن نستخدمه عندما نفكر في أن الأحداث في الماضي ممكن أن تكون مختلفة. اللي هي عندكم في الكتاب we cannot change what happened in the past. This sentence is very important, okay? You can find this in your box, page number 45, in the box. Exercise A or section A, study the grammar box. We cannot change what happened in the past, but we can think about how events in the past could have been different. So, you have here, okay, conditional type 3, F plus past perfect. You know past perfect is had plus verb in past participle or verb 3 plus comma, be careful with comma, plus subject plus would have plus verb past participle. Example, if she had not driven through a red light, comma, she would have passed the test. Okay, you have a meaning here. Example, another example. So you can, okay, you can change the order of the 2 parts of the sentence. You see that? she would, okay? She would have passed the test if, okay? When if comes in the middle of the sentence, so we don't need the comma, okay? If she would have passed the test if she had not driven through a light, okay? Then you have exercise, okay? Section B, change the form of the verbs to make correct sentence about the past. This exercise you can find in page 45, okay? Important. So with this exercise with their key answer, okay? We have another rule or another grammar in Unit 4, Lesson 4, page number 45, talks about wish plus close. Wish, close. The verb wish is followed by the past perfect when referring to things in the past. And you have the meaning of this sentence. Example, I didn't know the answer to this question. So, I wish I had known. So, if the sentence express about something happened in the past, after which we should put or use past perfect, okay, past perfect had plus verb in past participle, okay? So, the verb wish is followed by past perfect if or when we're referring things in the past. The verb wish is followed by past simple when referring to things in the present. For example, I don't speak French. I wish I spoke French, because this things talks about present or express about present, so wish here followed by past simple. But if we express about something in the past, wish followed by past participle. Okay? This just explanation. Then you have this rule or this box. You can find this box in your course book, page number 45. So be careful with all sentence in this box. The verb wish is followed by the past perfect when referring to things in the past. And you have example. Very important, girls, okay? Be careful. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I wish I had known. Because we have here past, so wish follow it, okay? Should follow it by past perfect. The verb wish is followed by past simple when referring to things in the present. For example, I don't speak French. I wish I spoke French. Workbook page number 24, section or exercise B. Okay? These are answer. I wish I had studied harder last year. Be careful with this exercise. You can find in your workbook page number 25. Okay? This with this rule or this grammar. Okay. Grammar 2, course book page number 46. Okay, page number 46. Talks about the future in the past. The future in the past. Again, this page for explain. Okay, the future in the past. We have here was, were, plus going to, plus infinitive. Okay, we use that, or when we are talking about the past, sometimes we want to talk about something that was in the future at that time, something that had not happened yet. We can use this, okay, was, were, plus going to, plus infinitive. Be careful. Example, my grandfather was going to return the book, but he did, okay? We are going to bring our money with us, but we forgot, okay? As you see, or as you know, we, okay, so you should use were. But if we have grandfather, she or he or it, you use was plus going plus infinitive. Infinitive to return, okay, to bring, to play, etc. Okay, so this page you can find the meaning of the sentence, and the next page, okay, you can find the rule in the box. Okay, very important. All these words, when we are talking about the past, sometimes we want to talk about something that was in the future at that time. Sometimes that had not happened yet, okay? So be careful with this. So we can use was, were, going to. These examples, you can find the answer here, okay, on the right on this page. Section C, study the pictures and complete the sentence using was, were, going to. In which sentence can use just? Yesterday, Jamal, because we have Jamal, so we should use was going to, was going to do some work, but he decided to do it later. Number 2, before she went shopping, Zahra wrote a list of things she was going to buy. Okay, be careful. Number 3, the scientists didn't know what they were going to find, because we have here scientists, so we use number 3, were. Number 4, Hajar was going to have a drink when an insect flew out of the class. This exercise or this rule or this grammar, okay, in course book page 46. Okay? Yes. Then you have another exercise in the same page 46, okay? Section D. Write this sentence using was, were, going to, but. You have example, so be careful. Example, we forgot to do it. We were going to do it, comma, but we forgot. So in this sentence, you should use but and use future in the past, was plus going to, or were plus going to. So you have here 6 exercise or 6 sentence and the answer and their answers. Number 1, the car broke down, comma, so we couldn't go shopping. The correct or the answer, number 1, we were going to go shopping, comma, but the car broke down. Okay? So all these sentences are important. Be careful. You should study each sentence with its answer. Okay? For example, number 4, we forgot to bring it. Number 4, we were to bring it, but we forgot. Okay? Yes. You have important exercise in your workbook, page number 26. This exercise, okay, as you see, اللي هو section C, work in pairs, read the underlined word, okay? In this exercise, المطلوب منك ان انت تختاري أداة سؤال للجملة اللي تحت الخط. So we deal with question word, okay? كل جملة نبغى نختاروا لها أداة سؤال مناسبة للكلمات اللي تحت منها الخط. You have example, student A, I didn't wake up until 11 a.m. Student B, until when? So here use question word, okay? اختار هنا أداة سؤال مناسبة للجملة اللي underline. Number 1, have you heard of the World Health Organization? Have you heard of the World Health Organization? أداة السؤال المناسبة هنحولوا the world هذه organization وحيكون the what. Okay? So لازم تعرفي أن أداة السؤال المناسبة لهذا السؤال أو لهذه الجملة أو لهذه الكلمات اللي تحت منها خط اللي هي the what. Number 2, about 60 million people live in Britain. So number 2, if we skip 60 million, so the suitable question word, how many? Number 3, sorry, I'm late. My dog didn't wake me up. So, you're what? Number 4, I didn't wake up until 10 a.m. I didn't wake up Until when, okay, sorry. Until when you didn't wake up. Okay, like this, okay? All these exercises, be careful with their answers. Okay, then we have a new lesson, lesson 8, in your course book, page number 49, talks about telephones. Okay? As you see, you have here text, so be careful with these information in your text. Okay? Section C, read the text, then give it a title from the box. So you should choose a title, a good title for this text. Okay? In the first few years of the 21st century, Africa saw faster growth in a mobile telephone subscriptions than anywhere else in the world. So the sentence is very important. It might come as a true and false. So this is, okay, from in the first few years to full stop. In fact, this is another sentence. Africa was the first continent to have more mobile phone users than fixed line subscribers. Then, the other sentence or important information in the second paragraph between, okay, be careful with years, numbers, between 1999 and 2004, the number of mobile phone customers in Africa jumped from 7.5 million to 76.8 million. In average, annual increases, so annual every year, every year. This word means every year. Of 58%, South Africa, the continent's richest nation, accounted for 1/5 of that growth. The choice of prepaid, okay, so we have the first sentence important to the full stop, and the second paragraph we have this sentence between 1999 and 2004, the number of mobile. These numbers or figures are important. Then we have this word, the choice of prepaid, or prepaid mean pay as you go service, okay, دفع مسبق أو whatever, where the subscribes does have to sign up to a long time contract, has been one reason behind this major growth in Africa as well as in other continents. For various reasons, all these things, okay, all these sentences after these numbers, all these things just information, okay? Yes. Parts of Africa had few landlines, so cell phones made it possible for millions of people to skip a technological generation. They went from letter writing to instant messaging in the one jump. Then we have another paragraph or another section. Villagers in the forest regions of the Congo were so keen to get service that they built very tall tree houses to catch signals from far off cell phone towers. But mobile phones have done far more than just let people talk to each other. So this is maybe advantages for phones, okay? Mobile phones have done far more than just let people talk to each other. They have changed people's lives in poorer or very remote areas. One man used his handset as a public pay phone. People without a cell phone paid him to climb his tree house and use his phone. Healthcare workers in rural areas far from towns call ambulances or connect doctors on their phones. Some farmers use their phones to find out the prices of their goods on the main markets, which helps them when they sell to middlemen. One woman living on the Congo River told her customers to call her if they wanted to buy any fresh fish. She didn't have electricity and couldn't put her fish in a freezer. So she kept them in the river on a line until a call came in, then got them ready for sale. The last sentence important. In 2007, 1 in 11, okay, be careful with these figures or numbers. Africans was a mobile subscribe. This trend is set to continue. Okay, so you can choose or choose the best title. Okay, I think the best title, this title, Africa's telecom boom. Boom means develop or flourish. Okay. Then you have exercise under this text, section D, in the same page in course book, page number 49. Read the text again. Exercise C, answer this question. Be careful with these, okay, word. Find another word for customers in the text. So means this answer, subscriber. Okay, so be careful because it might come as matching. Find another word for mobile phone, cell phone. What are the different ways customers can pay for their mobile phone calls? Repaid, pay as you go. What was the total number of telephone subscribers in Africa in 2004? 74.8 million. Be careful with these numbers. Number 5, find examples in the text of how mobile phones have changed people's, okay, lives for the better. So you have here important sentence. Mobile phones, be careful. Mobile, underline the sentence. Mobile phones have changed people's lives. True and false. Again, mobile phones have changed people's lives for the better. True and false. Okay? And you should be careful with the answer. Number 5, the answer for exercise number 5, a way of making money by charging people to use yours to call for healthcare or check price or etc. Okay, this exercise, okay, under the text, page number 49 in your course book. Then the next page, okay, in your workbook, page number workbook, page number 27. This information, okay, about mobile, okay, you can find these exercise and their answer are very important. Okay, are very important. Copper is used in a mobile phone. Okay, copper is used in, okay, sorry, copper is used, this is number 1. Copper is used in mobile phone. Okay, and you have answer because why we use copper in a mobile phone, because it is a good conductor. A good conductor. Okay, be careful. It might come as a true and false, this exercise. Number 2, ABS, polycarbonate, is used to make the casing because it's light, inexpensive, and tough. So be careful with this information. Number 3, aluminium, like copper, is a good conductor for electricity, but it is also lighter and cheaper than copper. Number 4, stainless steel is an alloy of iron, carbon and number 4, carbon and chromium. It's useful because it doesn't rust. It doesn't rust, okay? Number 5, tin is used to hold together the electronic parts. These material, okay, used in mobile phone. So be careful with this information, okay? You have here like a box, you have some information about these materials, and this sentence, it might come as true and false, and be careful with this information, okay? Okay, yes. The same information, but here is some or another details about these materials. Okay, this exercise, very important in your workbook, page number 27. Okay. And you have lesson 10 inventions. Lesson 10 inventions in your course book, page number 51. These inventions with their inventors. Okay, so be careful. Telescope, for example, telescope, you know telescope, okay? The name of inventor اللي هي جليلو. Number 2, ballpoint pen. يعني اللي هذم المخترعين، اوكي، هذين الاشياء المخترعات وهذم المخترعين لازم نوصلون بعضهم ومهمين كاسماء لهذه الاختراعات. Number 2, ballpoint pen. So number 2, his name is Piero. Okay. Number 3, telephone. F, bell. Number 4, left. Okay, المصعد. Yes, اللي هي A, otis. Number 5, radio. B, Marconi. Number 6, motor car. D, Benz. Number 7, electric light bulb. Okay, اللي هو المصباح الكهربائي. Number 7 اللي هي C, Edison. Okay, so be careful with these invention and their inventors. Okay, this exercise A in page number 51. Another thing in the same page 51, you have a text here talks about early clocks. So you have some information here. Since ancient times, people have been interested in marking the passage of time. Different civilizations invented calendars which divided. So here, usage of calendars, okay, divided, it used to divide it, or which divided, okay, divided times into years, months, and days. In this way, they were able to make collections about seasonal events. They could predict, for example, when rivers were going to flood or when winter was going to arrive. The Egyptians in 4236 BC, okay, means before the birth of Christ, قبل الميلاد, devised one of the first calendars based on a year of 365 days. In more recent times, people have wanted to know not just the time of year, but times of a day. The Egyptians were among the first people to divide the day into parts. About 3500 BC, okay, قبل الميلاد, they began to build obelisks, okay, which are cylinder, okay, هذا التوضيح لهذه الأداة اللي تشوفوا فيها في الصورة، هذا التوضيح بتاعها، okay, are cylinders tapering four sides monuments. The shadow of these early clocks formed a kind of sundial. The shadow indicated when was midday, and so it was easy to divide the day into two. Later, makers were add around the base to indicate further subdivisions of time. Around 1500 BC, the Egyptians developed a portable clock called T-sticks or shadow clock, as you see in this picture. Okay? Yes. This device had gradient marks along its long stem. The shorter stem cast a shadow over the marks. It was used to divide the sunlit day into 10 hours. The Egyptians invented another device called a market or market about 600 BC. It was used, you should know the name and when, and was used for measuring time at night. Market or market, okay? This is another invented for Egyptians about 600 BC, okay, so used for measuring time at night. Two instruments were aligned with the pole star. هي الأداتين هذين متعامدة أو متوازية مع النجم القطبي. Time was divided by noting the passage of other stars during the night. Okay, so be careful with all information you have in this text. Then you have exercise 2 question and exercise C are important. What is difference between a calendar and clock? Number 1, calendars divided years into months and days, while clock divide days into hours and minutes. How we can tell the time from the sun? How we can tell the time from the sun? We can guess from position of the sun in the sky or use the shadows of objects to help us. Okay? And you have exercise D. Okay, you have a question here, important. This table just for information, okay, you have already in text, okay? So these questions are important and you have their answers, okay? What could ancient people predict from calendars? When rivers, number 2, were rivers going to flood and when winter was going to arrive? What shape is an obelisk? It's very important. Slender, tapering, 4 sides, okay? So be careful with these exercise or these questions and their answers. Then you have lesson 11, safety in the lab, course book page number 52. Lesson 11, safety in the lab, course book page number 52. You have here some pictures and you have some sentence. Put these words in the correct order to make captions for the cartoons. So as you see, you have F. Okay, you have conditional F. So this sentence, okay, you can use F conditional type 3. Try to answer are very important because these, okay, something happened in the lab or advices or as F conditional type 3. Okay, then you have these, okay, you have these and you should know every signs below with their words. Okay, you have radioactive, poisons, explosive, this is number 3. Number 4, flammable, electrical hazard. Okay, so you should know these. It might come as matching. Be careful with these things. Okay, then you have here some exercise or questions as a revision in unit 4, just in grammar, true and false. Okay, so you have many sentences with their answers. Be careful, okay? This page, true and false, and another, choose the correct answer, and you have the correct answer. Okay, الإجابة التي يشير السهم لها. So 2 page, okay, revision. Then you have monthly test unit 4. Okay, this text for you, okay, after you study unit 4. Okay.